Hello. Whoa. What's up, Blackbird? What's up, Ash? Yo, Zadie. I tightened my cubes today. It took like 2 hours. It's actually pretty surprising. I did like a quarter turn on each side of every cube, and they don't feel like super tight, but corner cutting is like massively more difficult to, or not corner cutting, corner twisting is like so much more difficult, which is pretty cool. Yo, Gleb. I feel like I'd grown to have to be so careful about not corner twisting before. I don't know why I didn't change the tensions earlier. I feel like I assumed that I'd have to tighten them a lot to make the corner cutting significantly, or God, the corner twisting significantly different, but that was not the case. Might do it for my 3-blind cubes too, because, dude, my comp last weekend, I had 2 rounds of 3-blind at a comp last weekend, and I got a 19.7 or 19.8 mean on the first round, and then the second round, I got DNF, 19 DNF, and the 2 DNFs were both from mechanical twists. Kind of silly. I know you've talked about this before, but what are your thoughts on Vin 4x4? It's my main. I like it. I have the Steven though. I haven't tried the just straight up Vin. And I didn't do anything to set it up. I just put silk in it. Why are you removing magnets from your Diane? Speedy. Is this a thing people are doing? And like, what's the point? I haven't heard of anyone doing that. Can't tell what Ash is responding to. What's up, John Dante? Basically to remove the magnetic stop at the midpoint of each turn and to also make turning lighter. You're first to try this? Oh, interesting. I have noticed that I don't ever +2 on the Diane unless... So, like, how do I explain this? The way that I had +2 on the Diane FTO is so weird. If I ever +2, it's because of one of two things. I tried to do the correct AUF, and then for some reason just ended up turning a different layer, just from like a weird lockup thing. Or I did the correct AUF, but then the layer is like stuck right in the middle. Like, and it's always so freaking close in the middle that it's like basically just like 50-50. Hello, Coral Gus. Coral Gus? Coralgus? I'm good. It's the evening for me. Oops. I'm just gonna hand scramble this and solve it and re-scramble. Also, I was looking back at my VOD yesterday from the last attempt, and there's definitely like a boom every time I touch the table, like way more than I previously thought. So I think I'm just gonna put my, like, take my mic out of the arm and just like put it on the other desk. It's like a little farther away, but I think it's a lot better than having a big boom every time I touch the desk with like a cube or whatever, or put a cube down. Is this a PB attempt? Yeah, but PB is really unlikely to happen when I'm doing an attempt like this. Like, it's possible, but don't expect it. It's like, there's like a 1% chance of me PBing. Why is there always so much chat delay? Are you caught up on the VOD right now? I feel like a lot of people come in and then the stream takes a while to load or something, and they don't fast forward to like the actual updated most recent part of stream. If it doesn't say on the bottom of the stream video right now, if it doesn't say where it says live, if there's not like a red circle and it's like clear or grayed out, then click that live button and it'll take you to the most updated part of the stream. There's like 90 seconds of chat delay. That's weird. Is it also like that on Twitch? Been working on blind every now and then. Aside from memorization, figuring out a correct sequence is difficult. I try to do just edges, and I think I have all swaps, and I finished 2 edges are still not done because you missed them. Yeah, that's kind of just a thing that you'll get better at with experience. And in the meantime, you can try putting a finger on every location that you've already solved. You won't have enough fingers to do it for all 12, but it'll be helpful probably by the time you have to cycle break, if you do have to cycle break. If you do it for like the first like 8 or something pieces, then that'll probably be sufficient. I still do that kind of with centers on like 5 blind. I see all messages about 90 seconds before you read them, even if you're directly looking at the chat. I might just be kind of behind on reading chat. Maybe it's that. I have been having to like scroll back to see messages because I'm also like scrambling cubes. Try to mentally visualize in your head which edges are solved. I'll try fingers as well. Yeah, if the mental visualization is like not working, then yeah, try the finger thing. Hello, QB. Welcome in. You mean Vin for 4 and 5 blind? At this point, I mean, yes to Vin for 4 blind. I've mained that for 4 blind for a while. But I use the Steven. I've never had the regular one. And I'm not like 100% sure I'm maining the Vin 5x5 for 5 blind yet, but most likely. Especially given that I got a PV single on it first, like six solves into having it. Motivated me to learn 3 blind. Haven't had success yet, but getting used to M2 in the lettering system. Nice. Good luck with the success. The first success is the hardest one. You're learning blind 2, 28 a banana. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. First success harder than 3 style? I mean, yeah. 3 blind is really, it's like, I found it very stressful when I was first learning it. At least like doing attempts, it was like so much effort. To the point where I just like, once I got a couple of successes in 3 blind that were like 8 minutes or something, I just like didn't do 3 blind for like 6 months or something. What's up, Kaka? What's up, Siba? Okay. Okay. What's up, Kiki? What's up, Xerbartkium? That's a hard name to say. Do you use some form of memory palace to memorize everything? Yes. 9 to 13? I do not have that many memory palaces. I currently have 6 that I've actually learned and memorized all of them. 2 of them are relatively new, and I'm not as good with them in big attempts as the first 4, but I have 4 that I'm like very confident with using at this point. 2 that I've made and learned and can do attempts with, but not super confidently. And then another one, so like those first 6 are 72 rooms each, so they can accommodate 73 cube multi-blinds. And then I have another one that is 40 rooms that I use for big blind. What's up, Joey? Solved first ever Megaminx, but it was digital? That's kind of impressive. I don't think I've ever done that. It sounds hard. Sucks how loud the road is outside my house all the time. I feel like I can't keep the window open during streams because it's too loud. All the cars. Too broke to buy one. There are some cheap Megamixes. I swear there's a Megamix you can get for like a really solid one for like $14. I'm pretty sure the Diane, or not the Diane. It's whatever that one is that LML always uses. It's like kind of chunky. What is that? Is it a Diane? G maybe? Nice, QB. Oh yeah, Yoo-hoo is really cheap. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Hello, June. This hobby is so much more fun when you have income. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun to just be able to try new cubes. It's like one of the things that motivates me to practice other events that aren't blind events. It's getting a new cube. Yeah, the Diane, I think the Diane Megaminx is it's the one I have, and it's a lot more expensive, but it's really nice. This one, yeah. The tray on this desk is so annoying. Okay, I'm gonna do this attempt. See you later, chat. Hopefully, can do the same kind of memo speed that I did yesterday, except not forget a bunch of it. That'd be cool. Oh yeah, I'll do a prediction real quick. I'll just do the same one I did yesterday. Actually, no, I'll do +40 points on this attempt, question mark. Okay. For those who don't know how scoring works, 40 points would require me to get, what is it? At least 55 out of 69 in under an hour. So I have to solve at least 55 of the cubes before the hour is hit. So, will I do that? I did do it in the last 2 attempts. Okay, but attempts can go awry very easily. So who knows? Making sure the timer is working. That might be one move. That also might be one move. Fuck. How am I forgetting one pair? I'm not gonna sub hour. So annoying. I don't know why I forget so much stuff at the end. It's because I have to hang on it longer, but... Blech. I allowed myself to pause way too much. I should have just ditched stuff. I paused on a bunch of stuff that, like, it was just worthless. I should have just ditched it. Probably solved way fewer cubes sub-hour as a result. Yikes. That was bad. So annoying. Well, definitely gonna get 40 points. Memo speed was fine, and it felt like it stuck pretty well. So that's annoying. This made you feel better? I'm glad. I mean, bad attempts are inevitable, I feel like. Two, not that it matters. Did anybody count how many I solved over the hour? Yeah, I get what you mean, Tau. I'm going to need to look to see how many I solved over the hour. I feel like I paused a lot in the last pack. Maybe not a lot, but I just paused a lot overall. Hit the hour with 10 cubes left. Yeah, I don't think that's over 40 points. So 10 cubes left. I mean, 17 DNFs, 52. Yeah, no, there's no way. Yeah, and I forgot at least 3 of those. No, probably like 5. Yeah. I think I got the second one. Got the third one. I think I got this one. Yeah. I think I got this one too. Yeah. So that is, I got that. 3, 4. Paused a lot on this, but I think I got it. I think I only solved 5 over the hour. So that would be 48 out of 69 total in the hour. I was looking at one of your old 60 cube attempts to try to figure out what 8-pack 60 sub-hour looks like, and I cannot believe you were out there 2-passing 11 cubes at the end. Oh yeah, when I first started doing 60, I was like really YOLOing the short-term stuff just to sub-hour, and I was somehow like able to do it. But most of the attempts that I did that, I would forget a lot of, like, way too high of a percentage of my DNFs were in that 2-pass 11. It was kind of stupid thinking back. But I did end up getting like some really good results doing that. Heard a weird noise outside. Yeah, I think I solved 5 over the hour. Did I see you earlier watching Tetris? Yeah. I also rated Classic Tetris yesterday, so yeah. Okie dokie. Let's do 5 blind. Oops. So I think 47 out of 69. You're doing 3 attempts today, Tao? That's crazy. Isn't it 2 attempts a day at the comp? Why would you do 3 attempts a day? Oh. I thought you said that the attempt that you just did that was bad was your second attempt of the day. I might have misremembered. Alright, changing music. Dang it, dude. Forgot to switch my fucking queen beat thing. Rip. Oh well. Wasted most of a juicy queen beat attempt. SMH. Okay. The sub 3 mean hunt continues. Oh yeah, I gotta do the prediction. Oh, also, Breezy Void subscribed. And QB subscribed. Both with Prime. Thanks, guys. Sorry, I just saw that. Oh, that's funny. Nobody predicted yes. Or nobody predicted no on the 40 plus points. Oops. What happens? Where do the points go? Do the people who bet yes just lose their points and it goes nowhere? It's kind of sad. That's kind of funny because someone could just bet like 1 point and then get like an insane return on investment if like they would have with that result. Yeah. Yeah, I have to do like 6 clicks to hook up the GAN timer. I have to go options, timer, entering times with, GAN timer, okay, pair, okay. It's too many clicks. We need a better way to do this. Dang it. Rip. That's 2 mistakes. Weird. I'm not really sure what I did wrong. It's interesting how those last few cubes make it so much harder, like when Rose averaging 50 out of 70, then tried 66 and got 63 out of 66. Yeah. Yeah. For him, I can't explain it as well because he's doing 4-pass either way. But for me, like 69, if I go really hard and do like very well on a 5-pass attempt, I could sub hour 69 and get decent accuracy. But when I 4-pass 69, I pretty rarely get good accuracy. But then if I do 67, I can like pretty consistently sub hour. So yeah. Also, I think for row, it's probably mostly like a mental block, specifically just with 70. I would imagine he's doing 70 in comp next weekend, but maybe not. Gan timer is silly, but better than nothing. I think it's way better than StackMat. The only thing, pretty much the only thing that I'm annoyed about it with right now is like, yeah, that setup thing I was complaining about. It's like too many clicks. What's up, Eddie? What do you think separates Stanley from you and Big Blind in terms of skill? I mean, he's just way better than me at everything. It's mostly memo, but also execution. He just has like, he's super good at like all the best possible finger tricks, which I just can't do that shit. I can't is a big word, but I really feel like I just can't do that shit well enough to make it worth it. And also, yeah, he's just able to 1-pass, which I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that. So his memo is like the biggest thing that separates our speed. Our exec speed, like at peak, I think his best exec speed is probably around like 110 on like a lucky scramble or something. My best exec speed is probably like between 120 and 125 on a lucky scramble. So that difference is like not that big, but memo is like 40 seconds at our peaks. Yeah, that scramble was really annoying, and I did so many extra comms. Is it easy to be a top player for big blind? I imagine if I knew how to one pass, it would be easy for me to get top 25 and beyond. For reference, I'm ranked 69 in 3 blind single. Nice. I'm 69 in Kinch rank right now, fun fact. Is it easy to get top player? So by top player, do you mean top 25? For some reason that's like a meme, that top player is top 25. I don't know off the top of my head what top 25 in 4 blind and 5 blind is, but also easy is just like such a hard word to define. Also, very few people one pass big blind. Like, I don't know if anybody but Stanley one passes 5 blind, maybe Kaijun, and I think Hill sometimes. I'm not even sure if Hill does. Like fully. Stanley one passes 4 blind. There's a couple other people one pass 4 blind, but very few people do it like consistently. But yeah, one passing is like super not required for top 25. Keep in mind that reviewing wings and corners for 4 blind when you're like fast takes like under 10 seconds. So it's really like not a big deal. God damn it, dude. Oh. Oh my god. Really annoying centers, and I mistraced. It was just going so slow. Okay, TN. Less talky, more dewy. Dude, my blindfold is really annoying me. It like keeps falling down in the middle of solves. Ooh. Dang it. Thought I was gonna get an LTCT, but it was a T2C. Yeah, I don't think Stanley always one passes, but I'm pretty sure, I mean this could not be correct, but pretty sure on his like his fastest official times lately he's one passing. Could be wrong, but 40 memo without one passing would be shocking to me. If he is reviewing, then he's probably only reviewing like one thing like very quickly. Like maybe he does something like trace 3 blind, review it really quick, like midges and corners. That review is going to take like a few seconds at most, and then he just one passes the rest or something. Nice. That was a pretty bad scramble. Bad. No, that was 42. But that's a good time for 42. if I'm remembering if X centers were 10. Pretty sure X centers were 10. If so, that was 42 elgs. I definitely think this is going to be my main. This cube feels really solid, and I feel really confident turning it fast. This is cool. A lot of my successes lately have been super fast. Like, by my standards. Low 3. Yay. Alright, let's get a mean. How about... Nice. Do I work IRL lately? Not really. I'm in the process of figuring some things out. Kind of depends how you define work. All right. My PB mean of 3 is 311. It feels so overdue to be beaten at this point. I've had so many like close calls to beat it. I just need like what is it? 319 or better. Let's hope for a sub 3. That'd be sick. Come on, dude. That's annoying. That was a really bad scramble. Well, was it bad? Centers were horrible, and then wings were one less than average, and so were corners. I would call that bad. Yeah, it was 11 algs for plus and X centers, and then 11 alg wings and 9 alg 3 blind. I'd call that worse than average, just because while it like tallies up to average, it's like really bad centers, which are like the worst piece type. Super annoying. Can still go for an AO5. How is one passing 5 blind harder than one passing a short-term memory pack for multi-blind? Who says that it is? What? And like, what is a short-term memory pack in multi-blind? Who one passes short-term memory packs in multi-blind. This is cool. I really feel like I'm globaling sub 15 right now. Sub 315, I mean. The beginning of this session was so slow. Like, look at these. It's like multiple 4s and high 3s. You're just getting things confused. Okay. Okay. I feel like I'm constantly getting really bad X centers, making audio hard. What is this? That was solve 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. I quit one of those. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that was 7. 3 out of 7 is good. If I get 4 out of 7, over 50%. It's pretty sick. Oh shit. It's a good AO5. I don't think that's PB, but... yeah, 314 is PB. What the fuck, dude? Restream just signed me out, dude. That is so annoying. Alright, well, I just lost chat messages. Cool. To go to the video to find it. Has there been an optimal memo exec order for 5 blind? I know 4 blind and 3 blind definitely has determined orders. I don't even know if I'd say that for 4 blind and 3 blind, but definitely not for 5 blind. And I've heard Stanley specifically say, like, you can basically do whatever you want. It doesn't really matter that much. Whatever works for you. Do blinders use different forms of memo, audio versus imagining images to sort different piece types? People used to do that more, I think, but audio is mainly just used for like memorizing something really short term. So in 5 blind, I memorize the last piece type that I memorize is X centers, and I memorize that basically with audio, not completely audio. When I do 4 blind, I memorize X centers last fully with audio, and then I execute it first. But X centers on 4 blind, if you pick a decent orientation, is like 8 letter pairs, which is super easy for me to audio memo. 5 blind, average X centers is going to be 10 elgs, which is a bit harder for me to audio. So I'll actually memorize the first 5. I like one pass it, which is not technically audio, but more or less. I make the first 5 pairs of X centers into a sentence, and then I memorize the rest with audio, and then I execute the sentence, and then try to just hang on to the audio loop until I'm done executing the sentence, basically. Good AO5. Still no PB mean. I think I'll keep going a little bit longer. I'm like kind of worried I misscrambled. I'm gonna undo it. Hey, okay. It did not. Oh, and I also missed Blackbird's message. Check your PB sheet. 1204 is based 3 blind single. Why is that based? What's up, Volodymyr? Alright. Oh, just fast? Thanks. Yeah, that's good AO5. That might be like PB2 or PB3. My PB is 314. I feel like I should have sub 310, both mean of 3 and AO5 at this point, but I'm just getting unlucky. It's just pure unluck, I swear. Oh, dang it. disgusting, absolutely disgusting scramble, dude. I don't even want to continue it. Plus centers are probably okay, but dude, corners and midges and wings were horrible, and I mistraced. Yeah, 7 alg, or 12 alg, 3 blind. Yeah, 13 alg, wings. Oh, whatever. Isn't there 3 style on clock? I don't even know what you would call 3 style. 3 style is the act of, I mean, using 1 alg to solve 2 pieces at a time with recycles. How would you even apply that to clock? Dude, my blindfold does not want to stay up today. Cringe. 3 simul? I still don't think that's equivalent to 3 style. Do you float the 3 blind part in 5 blind using all the algs you know for full floating? Kind of. I definitely do for corners. Corners is just the exact same as floating 3 blind corners, but midges, you definitely can't like easily use all the same algs for midges that you would use for corner or for edges. You can like rotate into some of them and make it easier, so I do that sometimes. And some algs are just easy to translate edges to midges, so I'll do it sometimes. I do need to at some point like learn full midge floating though. At least like the U layer stuff. I think that was 12 to 9. No, 11 to 9. do some confusing shit. Can't remember. No, I have. I was about to ask if I've done 3 blind for weekly comps yet, but I definitely have. And I think I did really bad because I did it on a bad day. I was like not having a good 3 blind session, and I'm like, whatever, let's do 3 blind weekly comp. Clock is kind of like 2 simul with 7 elgs. Interesting, I guess, yeah. Oh my god. What? Technically, you could finish ZB with a blind elg as if it was ZBLO. Finish CFOP with a blind elg. I mean, not all ZBLLs are blind elgs, but you could use it a lot of the time. You could use blind elgs to do last layer always, but it wouldn't just be one elg. Dang it. Messed up a cancel. God. I need to learn 7 simul. I kind of want to learn it before Worlds, but I don't know if that's enough time. And if I should waste time doing that. Come on. To 10. How fast could I learn 7 simul? Anybody in chat? No? Oh my god. I have 0 interest in doing this scramble. Dude, I gotta make myself start using this alg. I'm just slow with it. What is it? Kill. Yeah. God. This is why I'm not doing it yet. What the hell? Can you scramble yellow top on blind? Yeah. Why wouldn't you be able to? Didn't you see me do it just now? Shoot. God, why is this so hard? Feels like it's so hard for me to learn new algs, especially for like my main buffer. Been doing the other ones for so long. Extremely cringe. Wow. That's funny. With the pause. What? What did I just do? I like put one hand down and pressed restart. Weird. Nice. That was 10 to 9. What? Inverse comm. Wow. Such an easy alg too. I'm very cringe right now. I think I just locked up during LTCT and that was the only exact mistake. Nice. That was 12 to 10. Oh, that was good. And I had 2 UBL algs, 2 UL algs, and I broke into a twist with no parity on the UBL float. Really? Didn't even feel like I twisted a corner. Did your accuracy improve as you got sub 45 and sub 30? Yeah, definitely. My accuracy is like 70% where I'm at now, and it was probably like between 40 and 60% when I was slower. A lot of the time it was like, yeah, under 50%. But now it's like very easily 70%. Actually curious if this accuracy, I don't think it is 70%. 1474, 2161. That is 68%. That's close enough. I feel like my accuracy is normally like 70% when I'm not doing like a big session like this, because this includes like warming up. My normal sessions will be like warm up, do like 12 solves, delete them, and then do 100 solves, and I'll usually have better accuracy and like overall speed with those 100 solves. Probably not much lower than if I'm going full safety. If I go full safety, I'm like 95% probably. Damn it, dude. I did 2 extra columns. No idea what safety solve accuracy is. If you're ever bored, go for an AO 100 and see what happens. Damn. What is your average safetying? It's like probably like 22, 23. I have a 23.99 AO 100, so that was like years ago too. What's the rule for DNFs with AO100? 5. You can have 5 DNFs. I think it's 1 for AO12, 2 for AO25, 3 for AO50, 5 for AO100. Nice. That was an 8 to 7. Damn it, dude. I visual memoed like part of an FR flipped float. So I had this flipped, and then it's like a flipped FD cycle, so you do 2 comms from FR. And I just basically like only looked at this piece and this piece. So I visualed with that. And so I knew I had to go here to here, and that this is white. So it took me a second to like figure out that the last alg would have to be there to there. Like I know that if I start there and it's a flipped cycle, I'm gonna have to end there. And since that's white, I know that that's the one I'm gonna have to do. It feels cool doing stuff like that, even if you do it really slow. Cool memo tricks. Dude, disgusting scramble. I think I did 12 to 11 with a float alt swap thing. Okay, I'm gonna end soon. Gotta cut myself off. Attempt went awful. I feel like 2 attempts in a day at home. Like in comp is different for some reason. At home, it's like hard to motivate yourself to power through. Damn it. It also might be a thing of like, I mean, at least for me, I feel like if an attempt goes bad, like if the first attempt goes bad, it's probably just a bad day and you should try again tomorrow. Doing another attempt that day just feels like it's unlikely to be better. Like you're probably just having like an off day and you need to like sleep on it. 12 to 10. Builds character, yeah. I really think, yeah. At least for me lately, it's felt like some days are just bad, and there's not much you can do about it. You're just not going to focus well, and your memory is not going to work as well. Might be just like the way you slept or something. Which is why it's like very ideal if a multi-comp that has multiple attempts puts those attempts on different days, so that you have like a better chance of having like one good day to get an attempt on. I do have a spreadsheet like that, Blackbird, but I definitely don't see much of a correlation with many things. I think if anything, I've learned that you just shouldn't overthink it. Dude, that was 12 to 10 also. That's funny. Back-to-back 18s on 12 to 10. To 10. Dude, that's 1895 mean, or 1875 mean on 35 floated to 30. That's pretty sick. I did make some plots, Blackbird, with like, I was curious specifically about like hours slept compared to like total accuracy on an attempt, because like plotting versus your actual WCA score, I just think doesn't make sense for a lot of reasons. Like especially if you practice with a higher number of cubes than you like should if you're optimally trying to like go for highest number of points, which I often do. I'll try like higher numbers of cubes that I most likely won't sub-hour, so WCA points is gonna be bad, but also the attempt could be good. Like it could reflect a good brain that day. So I just like did accuracy instead, and I plotted hours slept versus accuracy and hours since woke up. So like the time in between waking up and doing the attempt, because I was curious about that too. And I found correlations, but they can easily be explained by just the fact that like I do safeties in comp and I get good results in comp where I'm doing attempts earlier than I normally do. So like the data doesn't like mean that much. Do I still analyze all my attempts? I'm kind of lazy about ones where I have like this many DNFs. If I have like under 10 DNFs, I'll usually like figure out exactly what went wrong on all of them. Yeah, I put all the stuff in still. Yeah, if the attempt goes horribly, I'll usually just be like, whatever, like it's a bad brain day. Still, I'll jot down like how many hours I slept, the hours, like when I woke up and when I started the attempt and what I ate that day. And I also try to like account for when I ate relative to the attempt as well. I think that can maybe be important. Dang it. I mistraced. Have you learned anything from that? Like from what? Oh, the eating thing? Not really. I have generally just gotten the sense that, like, for a while I was thinking that not eating before an attempt is good. But then I started, like, getting bad attempts from, I think, like, fatigue from not eating. But there's so many things that can cause bad attempts that it's, like, it's almost impossible to, like, know anything. Dude, it's so sick. It feels so good. I feel like I'm actually confident with like every LTCT at this point. I've been drilling it a lot lately, and that was an LTCT I just did that I used to always mess up. It was like one of my really problematic ones. Pretty curious about the eating thing because I feel like it's harder to control that at a comp. Yeah. Yeah, it's like you either... I've had a lot of situations where it's like I either am just going to commit to not eating lunch at all that day, which can really suck, or I eat lunch like right before the attempt, or I buy lunch and then let it sit for like 2 hours and then like maybe get sick from eating an old lunch. That's confusing. Don't know what I did wrong there. I guess I must have mistraced. Yeah. It'd be cool to see like if I could actually do like hard science on my brain for multi. Yeah, I would like to talk to some top chess players. That'd be pretty interesting. I want to see like how they know. Like, do any of them really know any of this, or is it like I've definitely seen myself just being superstitious about it in hindsight, you know, and they very well could be just being superstitious about like most of the things they're doing. Like, obviously, it's gonna be good to like get 8 hours of sleep and like eat healthy and whatever. Like, obviously that's good, but it probably is a lot less important than most people think it is, and mind state is just like 99% of it. That was 8 outs. Oh yeah, me too, Tao. That's the kind of thing that makes me just think it's all like pointless. And it's all about just like having low expectations. Like the weekend where I think I got like a 58 out of 65 and then a 61 out of 65, which had a mechanical twist, by the way. When would have been world record before the 62 out of 65, and then the next day I got 62 out of 65. on a reused Palace after like 5 hours of sleep and driving all day the day before. And the day before that, when I got the 61 out of 65, I was like super hungover. And like the day before that one, I like partied with my friends, drank on an empty stomach, got horrible sleep, woke up at like 7 a.m. And then I got an official 61 out of 65. And I felt like horrible that whole attempt. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, it really makes me feel like a lot of it is just superstition. And like being in a good mind state might like allow you to be more like overthinking things and psyching yourself out. I've literally heard Magnus say this before, that like he's found he has like higher chess creativity sometimes if he's like had a beer or is on like really poor sleep. Dang it. I think Magnus said that in his interview with Lex Friedman. He did an interview with Lex, right? Yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure it was in that interview. Yeah. It be like that sometimes. Tau. Yeah, Michael. It's probably a lot more important than most people give it credit for, or just like give it attention. Wow. Tried to sandwich and obviously massively fucked up. Gotham Chess mentioned the weirdness of how good drunk Magnus is. It's funny. That's crazy if Magnus hasn't been like studied by scientists, because he is like super famous. I feel like that has to happen soon. Come on, dude. 2 moves. It's silly. I feel like when I need safety, the real extra pass I need is on the 3-pass stuff. I feel like it's kind of equally difficult to not safety like all the packs for me. Dude, oh my god. This is a really bad DNF streak. Only 4, I guess, but that's pretty bad. From someone who's never triple DNF'd. I think I misscrambled that. Damn it, dude. Five DNF streak, come on. Gotta end this. Locked up on a pretty easy alg. Could have been so much better. This is so annoying. Making so many one-move DNFs. Did an extra calm. Missed a float. Come on, dude. Oh yeah, that was DNF. All right, I'm actually locking in the classic. Dang it. I thought I mistraced, and then I realized I actually had it. Like I was about to put my blindfold back up. I love LTCT. It will never stop feeling good to do like fast 4 algs on corners that would otherwise be like a really annoying 9 or F5. Dang it. Oh my god. I had an LD float, and I really messed it up. That one is so hard for me. It's like my least favorite LD float. LD, BR, LB. I just want one decent AO12. Elgs missed the edge float. the beginning of this incoming PBA 012. I broke into a flip wrong, dude. Stupid. Ooh, that was sick. 10-9 with 2 FD algs. That's pretty good. Totally thought I messed that up. Dude, getting really bad scrambles. 1, 2, 3, 4 with LTCT for corners, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 2 floats for edges. Cool. That was another kind of hard LTCT case. 10-9. Nice. 8s. That was like actually really bad cases. 8 alg overall. Dude, that was 9. Just like paused. I think I did an extra alg too. Yeah. Those 11 to 10, but really good cases, and I just completely blew it. It's tragic. Do I do 4 blind? Yeah. Sometimes. Hi. The cat is here. The car. Come here. What are you doing? Dude. I'm so tired of ruining good scrambles. Why did I get confused on that? So stupid. I'm getting an AO12. Come here, kitten. Psst, 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 psst. Come on. Dude, that was 10 to 7. So annoying. Henrushka! Come here! Whenever my girlfriend leaves, she just like went to the store, I think. My cat just meows at the door, it's so sad. Rushi! Come here! Get over here! What the fuck, dude? This scramble is complete dog shit. Hi! Oh my gosh. What's up? So... flipped. Like pseudo flipped. 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 2 swap. Flipped 3 cycle. Pure, so this is going to be at best okay, without floating this is horrible. So 7 algs with a floating 2 flip as well, and then 12 algs edges, or a corner, or 5 alg corner, so 12 algs total. 12 algs, it's going to be actually like 8 probably, with floating into a 4 flip and LTCT and floating corners. This is gonna be a 12 to 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Magic. Just way too confusing to actually do in a solve because I'm 3-head. Really? Oh my god. That was 11 algs, and I missed 2 floats. That was cringe. 9 to 8 algs. Just horrible turning and pausing. Nice. 10 to 9. AO12 incoming, it's happening finally. Locked in. Dude, ridiculous, stupid scramble. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 to 4 for edges, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 to 4 for corners. So 11 to 8. With like worse corners and edges. That's funny. Rip. My god, I need 5 non-DNFs or else I'm counting a 30. Did 3 extra comms. dude. Unfloatable 11. I think I could still get a sub 20 AO12, but it's gonna be bad. Need like 2 or 3 good solves. Dude. Okay. I don't know if I can make this sub. Actually, probably can, because I'm going to roll the 30. It can be sub 20, I guess. Dude. Do I cube cope and go for another AO12? Or do I accept my fate? I'm getting really tired. Been streaming for 3 hours. That's not bad. I can go longer. Oops, I did the thing. Dude, this cube is so loose. I would tighten it, but I'm lazy. Okay. If I don't have a at least 5 solve streak going by 2240 solves, I'm quitting. Are you, dude, what? I feel like that must have been a mechanical twist in the scramble. That did not feel like I twisted in the solve. That's so weird. this so hard. Well, at least I can still have the 5 streak by 2240. So 9 to 8. Okay. Okay. I did the thing. I got a 6 streak by 2240, so I'm allowed to keep going legally. But I kind of need to roll 8 solves to have a half decent mean, or AO12. So fucking cool. People who ride motorcycles, so cool. Wish I was that cool. Ooh. That was 9 to 8. I love getting a 16 and then just completely negating it with a 21 on 10. What? Oh my god, dude. What am I doing? I need 4 good solves, hopefully 5. Doable. I'm so bad at executing that alg, dude. Nice. That was 10 to 9. 3 UL algs. Ooh, 11 to 10. I'm just being inconsistent today. I'm like getting really good times on bad scrambles and then fucking up good scrambles. Got the sub 20 AO12. I will take that, but first I will try to roll 2 bad solves. Sick. 1885 AO12. That was 11 to 10. I rolled a 28. Pretty sick. Dude. 11 to 10, LTCT, really bad cases. Rolled a 20, 1859 AO12. That is really solid. Let's go. Counting 21 is unfortunate, but I'll just go until I fuck it up. Damn. 11 to 10. That was hard. And I turned to bad. I'll just keep going until I DNF. Wow. What's up, Jasper? Welcome in. Oh. Rip. Okay. Do I want to do 7 solves for an AO12? I'm so bad with this cope, dude. Can never stop coping. I'm doing 7 solves for the AO25. What? Oh, come on, dude. Huh. I don't know what I did wrong. Okay, well, that's over. Currently working on PL Recon. Nice. I'm going to end my stream now. Who do I raid? Oh yeah, I raided that guy, I think last stream? ZG? Yeah. Could raid him again, why not? Okay. I will be back tomorrow and do more multi-blind. See you all there. Thanks for watching. Bye.